Hey, what's up? It's Jang here from Ultimate RC, and I'm in the workshop. The new workshop. Bigger space. I've done a bunch of, how do you say, shuffling around of different rooms to give myself more usable space for different things that I do. And as a result, I've got this nice comfortable space to work in now. Larger, got enough room to put the camera over on that side. I got the light over on this side. So on my side over here, I got plenty of room to move around. I can turn, move to a different workstation, and everything is real nice right now. So I'm really happy about that. Now, what am I doing? Well, this is my Traxxas Nitro Slash. You've seen at least a couple of running videos on it. And I broke an A-arm on the thing, which is no big deal because I hit something very hard, clipped something very hard with just one corner, this corner over here, and if it didn't break, it just would have been wrong. It was not a durability problem for sure. It was partly my fault, partly track condition fault, but regardless, replacing both of the rear arms now with RPM arms, you know, because might as well, rather than just going with stock, might as well upgrade to RPMs because they tend to be more durable and longer lasting in general, being more flexible and all, and also having a little bit more material on them. And in the process, I'm going to be doing a second thing here. So what am I doing here? Why am I in the workshop just filming in general? Well, here's the thing. A lot of folks are always clamoring for more videos from me, and believe me, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the enthusiasm, for always wanting more. That's not an easy thing to earn, and I really appreciate it. However, I'm just not able to, sometimes I'm not able to put out a whole lot of videos on this channel or on any of my channels. You know, I've got other things in life. So in order to put out more videos than I do, I'm already working at capacity. No matter how many I'm putting out or how few, I'm working at capacity. I need to make some changes, or at least I need to make a decision. One thing I can do to put out more videos is just overwork myself. And that's kind of the default, and it's been the default for 15 years that I've been working in general is, you know, if I need to get more done, just sleep less, do more. And, you know, that takes years off your life. And that's pretty much the reason that my face looks like a turd that's been stepped on. You know, I'm just worn down over time. But there's another option. Yeah, I think I need to cut it down just a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. But another option for getting more content out there for all y'all is, well, I can just do less of everything else. Just kind of let other stuff fall by the wayside and, you know, just create more time, make more time available for doing something in particular like RC videos. And that ain't happening. I am not going to let go of the real world and real life responsibilities and all that kind of stuff for the sake of doing more RC videos. RC, I love it. The Lego stuff, I love it. All the stuff that I do, it's great. I have a lot of fun with it. I really enjoy being able to share stuff with folks, but I got other stuff that's more important in my life. So that's not happening. Well, here's another option. Now this is good. There's a third option. There's a lot of stuff that I do that I don't ever film at all. And, you know, oftentimes there will be time going by and I'll be doing a whole lot of preparations on vehicles and fixing stuff and modifying stuff for projects and whatnot. And I never film that stuff because I just figure who wants to watch that? But I keep forgetting, every time that I learn this lesson, I keep forgetting it, that there's a lot of stuff that folks like to see, enjoy to see, that I think isn't gonna work. Like for instance, unboxing videos. I thought that was the stupidest idea ever. Who wants to watch some dude open a box of some product and talk about it a little bit? But somehow, you know, I tried it, I gave it a shot, and somehow it turned out that a lot of folks like to watch my unboxing videos. You know, I probably don't do them exactly the same as is the norm or something, but I found a way to do unboxing videos that works, and it's informative and people enjoy them. So here we are with another attempt at a new type of video for me, something that I thought would not work out very well and nobody would want to see, but I'm going to try it anyway, and maybe, keyword there, maybe, I'm not even doing, this is really crooked right now, dang it. Maybe I'll do more if they work out. With my new workshop here, it becomes a lot easier because I'm able to keep a camera set up, a tripod set up, a light set up, and I've gone away from, just for this right here, I've gone away from my normal photographic specificity and trying to have maximum control over everything, going with, you know, manual exposure control and white balance and everything. I set that camera right there for automatic, everything except for shutter speed. Everything else automatic. So I don't even have to worry about it. Anytime that I want to come in and work in the workshop, I can just turn on that one light, turn on that one camera, and I'm ready to go. And I got this, like I said, plenty of space here. It's open, it's comfortable, got a comfortable chair, and it's all good. I like it when things are all good, because all good is all good. So I just shortened down an axle on this side. That's one thing I'm going to have to work on with the camera angle here, is that you can't see things quite as well up close from that side. But hopefully over time I'll figure out some way to help with that. But I had to shave down these half shafts just a little bit, take a little bit of length off of them because of the different stub axles that I'm putting on. And I'll show you, explain why I'm using different stub axles momentarily. Well, not momentarily, but hopefully in a minute or two. There we go. That should give me plenty of room. I'll explain it once I get the camber link back on here. That'll need to be adjusted also, but almost there, almost there. Hopefully this will fit through. Hopefully it'll be the same size. Yes, good. Look at this, I got all my tools handy. I think this is gonna be the beginning of something really, really good, really nice. Because it's just no stress for me. You know, a lot of types of videos that I've done in the past require a lot of forethought and a lot of editing of the video footage once it's done. But something like this, I can just, you know, talk through what I'm doing. And of course in the future, I won't have all that if I do more of these, I won't have all that intro of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So I'll be able to just get right into the work itself, the good stuff. Okay, there's that. There will be a shock. Whoa, did I screw up again? I think I screwed up again. Yup, shoot, well, that's gotta come off. I'm used to arms being set up this way on the electric vehicles. They always have the points actually. These arms, I believe these arms are for the, yeah, they are. Dang it. Grr, arg. These arms are for the Nitro Slash. No, these arms are for the Slash. Are they for the Slash or are they for the Nitro Slash? I don't think I still have my little tab indicating exactly what they were for. I thought I got the right ones. I ordered them from the parts list at Tower, but I think these are not the right ones because I think these are actually going to give me incorrect toe in. You see, stuff like this happens, you know, when I'm just doing my work normally. Not everything works out perfectly. Yeah, I think these are going to give me the opposite of the toe in that I want. So this is not going to work. So I need to track down some other A-arms and another box rolling over to the other side of the room right now. Another box of parts. Okay, let me go ahead and get to what's going on with the stub axles. One of the problems, a definite problem, that this vehicle has, oh, please be the right one. This is the right side. Hopefully I can find the left side in this box of parts. One of the problems this vehicle has is that it has very little traction. Well, either it has too little traction or it has too much power, or both. How about both? I'm going with both. Skinny little tires, they do give you the softer compound of tires on the rear, but they're still skinny, not the greatest tread pattern. And the 3.3 motor, that thing is just ridiculous, the amount of power that it has, especially for the type of vehicle that we're talking about here. Two-wheel drive, not too heavy. Yeah, here we go. Got myself a replacement. Good, I'm just gonna do a stock replacement. So what I wanna do is mount up some 2.2-inch stadium truck tire, wheels and tires. And these are ones that I just had around, waiting for some other stuff that's long overdue, but hopefully coming sooner than later with the help of much more efficient workshop setup here. Some J-Concepts barcodes. These are an orange compound, which is pretty hard and long lasting. It's like an endurance compound. And 2.2 stadium truck size, so not the standard short course size, so much wider, a little bit smaller in diameter, so I'll have to increase I might have to increase my ride height just a little bit, but hopefully these will give me a much larger contact patch, and that should help with traction dramatically. Let me get this arm off here. Here's the outer pin. For the Nitro Slash and the Nitro Rustler that's based on, you actually have to remove the arm mount in order to get to the inner suspension pin. It's blocked by all this stuff back here. 1 and 2, and that'll fall out. Whoa, come on. There we go. And there's an anti-squat shim underneath, which is actually adjustable. Now I can get this pin out over here and then put the correct stock replacement piece in, which would be one of these. This is used, but it's gonna do the trick. All right, so I think that goes like so. This will go like so. In order to get those wider tires to still fit underneath the fenders, I needed to narrow the vehicle up just a little bit. And so that is what the stub axles will allow me to do. The stub axles that I picked are ones from the electric Slash, and they make the vehicle just a little bit more narrow. And I'm hoping, I kind of mocked it up just a little bit quickly to see if that would work out, and it looked like it was going to work. So now my fingers are crossed. I'm just going to give it a shot. This is a little awkward upside down. Get that other screw in there. Nitro goo and gunk. That's one thing I will never like about nitro stuff. There's a lot of pros and cons of nitros. And yes, I said pros and cons, not just cons for you electric fans. And a lot of them are subjective and really based on where you're coming from and what you personally like or dislike. But one thing for me that's objective, at least I think it's objective, that I will always dislike about nitros is the mess. Because they always have oil in the fuel, and they always let some of it out as they go. And this looks like it's going to need a little bit of a washer, because this piece, if you can see it from there, it's moving back and forth just a little bit. It looks like less than 1 millimeter, but let me see if I can find some washer that'll fit into that spot. These are Traxxas part number 3752 that I'm putting in there. Almost a direct fit. You've seen the things that need to be changed to get it to fit. And now I just need to find some kind of spacer, just a temporary thing, just to take up some of that slack. It's really not bad right now. It's not a real issue, but I'd rather not have that slop in there. There we go. So I ended up just fitting in a couple of small shims. It's always good to have, if you're doing a lot of RC work, it's always good to have lots of different types of hardware available, just random stuff. So you don't have to, buy new parts for every small little thing. It's funny, I hate disassembling anything that doesn't absolutely need to be disassembled. So I do this so frequently. Almost every time when I get a popped shock like this, or if I need to change oil, I'll just unscrew it right there, leave the cap screwed on to the shock tower, and just install the base of the shock, the main part of the shock, onto the cap, and just tighten that up and put a little bit of pressure on it, just so that I have one less thing that I need to take apart. And yeah, maybe it makes it a little less convenient as far as what I'm doing right here, but you know what, it works for me. So, and it has worked for since the beginning, since my first Rustler, since my Rustler was stock. So I'm just gonna stick with it for now. Okay, there, that's good. Get this screw and this spacer on there. All right, that feels good. Let's see how it feels compared to this one. The 45 is actually a little bit thicker. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit thicker. So I'm actually gonna swap this out now, because it did feel like it could use a little bit more dampening off jumps, especially with the amount of sag that this thing has in the back. So I'm actually gonna swap out my shock oil. Well, it's close. It's really close. I think the stock oil may have been 40. So I'm just a little bit thicker now. So I'm gonna swap out the shock oil over here now, just to make them even. Yeah, that is a little bit thinner. The stuff that I was touching to try to figure it out was already a little bit dried up, or some of the lighter oil part had been absorbed into surfaces, so got that a little bit wrong, but I'll just swap this out. Like I said, it can use a little bit stiffer oil. Probably can use a stiffer setup up front to accommodate that, but because I'm changing my tires, I'm gonna wait to see how the truck behaves before I readjust my front. I don't know what the oversteer, understeer situation is gonna be after the fact, after changing this out. So like I said, I'm just gonna wait on that, leave my stock suspension the same. For tires at the front, I moved my rear tires to the front in this case. And I know that is gonna make the front a little bit narrower because the offset is slightly different, but it's gonna give me the benefit of using the, oops, this has to go on first, of using the softer compound tires without doing the acetone bath. The acetone bath right now is behind you, behind the camera. Oh, wow, I'm really dumb. I left my bladder out. That's my shop vac for now. And yeah, it may seem small and puny and all, but I can just grab my shop vac at any time and use it anywhere, and it has a little small thing that extends out from it, and it's cordless, and I don't have to have a big old hose all over the place. It's very convenient, and I like having a nice small little puny shop vac. Works very well for me. Since I started storing my CA in the refrigerator, it has lasted much longer and has degraded less. I learned that as CA glue gets older, it will start to fog up more easily. You know, you'll get that white crap, clouds forming around the edges of stuff that you glue. And when you keep it more fresh, such as by keeping it in the refrigerator, then it doesn't cloud. It just doesn't do it. I can go through a whole bottle and never see a cloud, never see any of that little white residue. There we go, that fits. The old stub axle hub carriers would actually rub against or would actually force the turnbuckle end to rub against the inside of the rim with these larger wheels, actually smaller diameter wheels, smaller diameter on the inside because they're 2.2 inside and out. But these ones from regular Slash and Rustler, electric I should say, Slash and Rustler, I think they moved the camber length down just ever so slightly, and they also narrow up the end of the vehicle ever so slightly. So I think that the combination of those two things will allow this to work. Like I said, I do need to readjust my camber now because my width is slightly narrower because of those axles. Yeah, that's going to need to be changed quite a lot because I've got some massive positive camber. I don't know if you're not going to see it from there, but it's bad. It's really, really bad. And it's interesting. It looks different on one side than the other. This is a flat surface. Oh, it's an optical illusion. It's just because of the angle at which I was looking. Okay, let's get this fixed. Okay, that looks pretty good. RPM camber gauge. Had this thing since my racing days. In other words, forever. Still working well. Simple little thing. But that looks so much better on this side. Now I just need to fix it on the other. All right, there's that side. Move this stand out the way. Move the screwdriver out the way. Put this back where it belongs. Across the workshop. Here's the body. Watch out, microphone cord. There goes. Fits. Those wheels, they fit right under there. This feels a little bit better balanced front to rear now. It used to have a little more tendency to squat more easily, so I think that switching to the 45 weight oil on the rear was a good idea, even though it wasn't initially in the plan. But there we go. Now I've got those stadium truck tires on the rear, wheels and tires. Like I said, I will probably need to increase my ride height at the rear to compensate for that. They have a slightly smaller overall diameter, or I might remove a little bit of preload from the front, which unfortunately is not possible because there's no preload there right now at all. But Traxxas did a lot of work to induce understeer on this poor thing, because it has such a natural tendency to go into oversteer. So that will, I'll constantly be fighting against that. Let's see if I can just add a little bit of that preload right now. Some of these clips, again, with the lots of stuff package. I've got rows and rows of these off camera. I'm just gonna add one of these medium small ones. Hopefully that'll do the trick for now, and that's just how I'm going to run it for now. So that's it for this one. I am done with this repair and update to the Nitro Slash. I'm going to change out batteries in the back because I think I'm still using alkalins for right now, or maybe even rechargeables, which is bad, but I think I'm yeah, I should be using alkalins. I have not gotten a new receiver pack yet, a nice little 6-volt thing, but I'll change those out and take this thing back out to the track as soon as possible, and also take it to the bash park, the URC bash park at NorCal Hobbies, and see how much of this helped. Hopefully it helps a lot, because these tires, the width of them compared to these, and also actually having some tread there, should help a ton. And this is not a soft compound, so hopefully they'll last. It's one thing that I'll be looking out for is tread wear, but not going to run this thing all that much more. It's mostly just for the purposes of reviewing it and sharing my thoughts on it with you guys. And then I'll probably tear these off and put them onto some other vehicle. So that's it for this video. Me in the workshop. Like I said, yes, I am perfectly aware of the camera position not being absolutely ideal here. Sorry about that. It just is what it is. I might not be able to find a way to get it perfectly ideal. I will try to make it better. The zoom, I know, yeah, everything's imperfect, but that's one of the ideas here, is that I'm not doing a whole lot of prep work and editing and retrying and stuff for this. It's just raw video of me working on stuff that I do all the time that you just never see. So hopefully I can put out some more videos a little bit more quickly. Obviously I'm going to have more running video of this once it's up. I also got my EMTA, the Thunder Tiger monster truck, up and running again. I stripped out a wheel on it. I just didn't put enough Loctite on the hubcap, on the wheel nuts. I did put Loctite on all of them, but I didn't put enough on. I didn't soak it in Loctite, so one of them came off. Stripped out a hub. I changed out the tire onto a new wheel, and that should be getting run again. But I need to find a new bashing spot for that to really take it, you know, construction site type stuff. Stuff has been changing as far as what's open, what's available to use, and I'm in a populated, highly populated area of California here, so it's not like most of the country where you can just go out and find a spot to bash. I don't have that ability, and construction sites are all, you know, proper construction sites, actual construction sites are always off limits. Most parks, you know, natural open spaces and areas are off limits. Very strict anti-RC rangers patrol. They will kick you out. I just don't have the luxury that a lot of folks do of being able to just go out and run wherever. But I'll try to find new spots and get some more footage of both of these vehicles. I've also got more vehicles to unbox. I'll be showing those over the coming month or so, and still have all those Traxxas vehicles that I got last year that I did reviews on, and I started the tune-ups for a couple of them, and I still need to do more. I need to do more tune-ups for those couple, and I need to do tune-ups for the rest of the vehicles. I still have them, and I have a lot of the parts. I just need to get to it. So maybe this whole new setup will help me get to it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you again soon.